Good afternoon, CryptoDegens. It finally happened. We finally have a green day. Crypto is going up today. Bitcoin's been going up like 5%. It's come down a little bit now. Solana up 7%. XRP up 5%. Ethereum up almost 8%. Wow, it's a miracle. So, what if the prices actually start reacting to the real adoption that's really happening right now? I asked ChatGPT what it saw for the next 5 years. Like, where would the prices be for the top coins in 5 years? And first, it gave me actually quite a bearish response. And I'm like, dude, like, what kind of response is this? So then I asked for another response. And in a scenario that crypto becomes a global asset class, which it seems to be moving in that direction in terms of adoption. So total crypto market cap would grow to 10 or 15 trillion, roughly where gold is today. I think it would be higher than gold, because you're talking about the whole asset class, not just gold is just one metal, right? So I would say it would be higher. Institutional portfolios allocate 1 to 5% to crypto. I would say it'd be a lot more than that, like maybe 20, 25% if it's really a major asset class. Tokenized real-world assets and stablecoins become normal. That's what's happening right now. A few major networks become core infrastructure. Well, that's what we're hoping for. So Ethereum, price prediction for 2031 in 5 years. So they're saying that it would be the main settlement layer for DeFi and RWAs. But you have to keep into account we're probably going to have multi blockchain world. I mean, it's not going to be like there's one winner. There's probably going to be several, like maybe 5 or 6 or 10. So L2s bring billions of transactions, staking and fee burn tightens supply. So yeah, Ethereum is deflationary, I think. So most likely 12,000 to 18,000. Bull case 25,000. My pick 15,000. So right now Ethereum is 2,000. So in the 15,000 kind of in the case, like not the bull case or the bear case, kind of in the middle. So 15,000 would be what, like almost an 8x, 7.5x. That's not a huge. I mean, it's good, but it's not like the olden days. So that's one of the reasons that I don't invest in ETH, because investing in ETH and investing in Bitcoin is more like, conserving your capital. Like, you want to have some gains and you want to conserve your capital, but it's not like the potential big gains. So if you're going to be into crypto, and I guess maybe this is why I call myself the Crypto Degen, you're going to be in crypto, it's because you want to make some good size gains without going crazy, without doing stupid things. And we've all done stupid things in 2021. I did a lot of stupid things when things were going up. So that's why I don't buy Ethereum. I might buy some. I don't know. If it gets much cheaper, I might buy some. But, I want to win. I don't want to just conserve my capital. I want to win. So Solana, consumer adoption chain, apps, payments, trading. It's also heavy in tokenization and all kinds of stuff. Fastest growing retail ecosystem could be the NASDAQ of on-chain activity. Most likely between 350 and 650. Bull case 900 to 1,200. My pick 500. That's a 280 billion market. 500 in 5 years. Well, that's not very bullish. That is not. It's Ethereum. The Ethereum forecast was much better. 500 in 5 years. We've already had 300, more or less. We've already had 300. So if we just 2x that, that's already 600. So my bull case is 1,000. Oh, well, no. He said 1,000. 900 to 1,200. So yeah, my bull case would be around, like 1,000. And I would say an average case would be 600 or 700. Because Solana has a lot of adoption and it can still grow a lot. I mean, it's basically Solana is kind of, aside from maybe Ethereum, Solana is kind of the big winner so far. So saying that it'll only reach 500, I don't know. I think that's too bearish. XRP. Okay, so payment rails and institutional settlement niche. Regulatory clarity improves adoption odds, but massive supply caps explode. Explosive upside. So most likely $3 to $6. The bull case is $10. might pick $5. That implies 300 billion market cap. I don't actually know what the price of XRP is. 141. Okay, so 141. You're looking at a 10x max. Now, as I've said many times, the use case of XRP is not quite clear at this point because a lot of banks are using other options. So stable coins, other blockchains. So I don't know if XRP is going to win at all. I know XRP is huge. I know XRP was huge in 2018. I wasn't in crypto then. I know it actually became more expensive than Bitcoin. So I think at that time, a lot of people were just buying and became part of the XRP army, basically. So it has such a really big community, and that's what it's got going for it. In terms of the usage case, I don't know. Chainlink, why it wins? It's the Oracle. It's the Oracle everyone uses. Interoperability, backbone. Tokenized finance needs trusted data plus messaging. Link becomes picks and shovels of on-chain finance. Forecast, most likely 60 to 100, bull case 150 to 200, might pick 80. Okay, so 80, that's like a 10x from here. Whoops. Yeah, so right now we're at, oh man, where is Chainlink? So right now we're at almost $9. So it's about a 10x. Yeah, bull case, I would say that's about right. Bull case 152. I mean, if things really get going, then yeah, the bull case is 152. And this isn't taking into account if people get crazy. If people get crazy, these bull cases have to be much higher. But in terms of, if things just keep moving upward, we're getting more adoption, these bull cases are fine, like 10x, whatever. 10x, maybe 20x. I mean, these are big caps. They're not tiny crypto coins. So I would say that's about accurate. And then it says, what would break the scenario if there was regulatory hostility, which there isn't, at least in the U.S., unless the government is changed to a Democrat government and they change things. Too many chains, tech fragmentation, too many chains, better ETH competitor, another blockchain, another layer one that comes up that's much better than these. It would have to be like incredibly better and have great marketing, because it doesn't matter if it's better. It's like the first to the punch. Solana didn't try to be perfect. They just went all the way. And like Cardano, for example, this is the impression I have. Like they're trying to make everything perfect before releasing this and that, and then no one's using it. Like Solana was just like, they just beat everyone to the punch, and they had outages and they had some problems, but look where they are now. So it's important to be the first in the market. Anyways, so let's check out some news and some opinion today on crypto Twitter. Simon Dedek says, I've spoken to at least 5 major VCs and industry insiders this week who either doubt the market will ever fully recover or have already exited and shifted their focus to AI and Web 2 equities. The great cleanse is almost over. Then we go much higher for much longer. Everyone's talking about the great cleanse. We got to get rid of all the bad elements. We got to get rid of all the doubters, this and that, whatever. I don't think we should get rid of anyone. We got to keep everyone who's going to pump our bags up. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. To me, it just feels like we must be close to going up, because with everything so bearish, that's when things go up. When everyone is just like wants to quit, when they're totally frustrated, that's when things go up. So we should be going up soon. Now, I don't care what people say. 2026 bear market year, blah blah blah, whatever. Can't this guy just shut the F up? Okay, so this is this dude who always makes predictions.
It looks really like it's bottoming, because the fundamental story of crypto is quite positive. Davos shows banks are really embracing crypto. There's regulatory bills coming that are favorable to crypto. And in fact, we saw an announcement even today. BlackRock is going into DeFi with Uniswap. I mean, people might say that's a degen move. So crypto has a lot of sort of tailwinds, but the price action is...
Exactly. Lots of tailwinds and no price action. That's exactly what's been happening. And that's why this is the perfect setup. It's just absolutely perfect setup. Coin Bureau says, Bitcoin drop piles pressure on El Salvador. Bitcoin recent slide has wiped out roughly 300 million from El Salvador's BTC reserves. This adds fresh strain to President Bukelele's crypto strategy. Despite the loss he keeps buying. unsettling bond markets and adding friction over a 1.4 billion IMF loan. Yeah, I mean, if I were him, I would keep buying, but maybe not just crypto. I'd buy some other stuff. I mean, not just Bitcoin. I'd buy some other stuff too. 𝗪𝗿𝗆 chain is adding more throughput by the day. Goal is to hit 3.5 million gas per second by the end of today and 4 million by the end of next week. If everything goes smoothly, we will keep pushing. I remember back in the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, there was a moment when Avalanche was getting hammered. I don't know why it was. Like, it was getting hammered with transactions. And I don't know if it was because of the memes, but I don't think something was happening. Or there was a popular game. There was something happening on Avalanche, and it was getting really slow and really expensive. It was getting to be like Ethereum. And I was like, man, this is really expensive for Avalanche. So they definitely need to keep working on the throughput. People like to criticize Solana for the outages that they've had, and it hasn't been many lately, but Solana during meme coin season, they did so many transactions. It was insane, and it did not go down, and it was cheap as hell. So I'd like to see the other chains do all those transactions and see what happens. You're gonna skip that one. Okay, so let's talk Solana for a little bit. Bullish. Solana leads all payment platforms with 755% year-on-year growth rate per Artemis. That's some growth. PayPal has made Solana the default stablecoin payment network. So PayPal now has some choices, and Solana is now the first choice that you can choose. Solana is winning the payment race across Web 2 and Web 3. Top across Web 2 and Web 3 by volume, 750% growth in total payment volume, 8.8x in 16 months for B2B payments. Now, are you starting to see why you should own Solana if you do not, and why you should be buying when it's at good prices? Circle minted 500 million USDC on Solana. So, wait, there was another thing here related to Solana. Just in, Solana processes 3x times transactions per day, more than Ethereum and all L2s combined. I'm not sure if this is totally accurate, but this is insane. Now, Sol weekly RSI is now its lowest in history. MACD, second lowest in history. Solana is not for tourists. So Solana is like killing it. It's like killing it, and it's like super cheap. Like, everyone's selling it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like such a good price right now. So oversold. Sonic Labs plans to build and acquire core protocol apps to increase the utility of the S token, moving from a gas fee model to vertical integration across trading, payments, and risk markets. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds good. I would like to see Sonic come back. I don't have it right now, but I would buy back in. I had to sell it. It was just going to zero. But I would definitely buy back in. I would love to see Phantom Sonic do well. But they got to get developers. They got to get people on it. It doesn't matter how good it is. You need marketing. Bitcoin reclaimed 69,000 on Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some, not for Bitcoin. Wow, this is insane. In 2011, someone bought 10,000 Bitcoin for 7,805 at 78 cents. And 14 years later, they sold it for 1.09 billion at 109,000. What were you doing in 2011? Well, I didn't know anything about Bitcoin in 2011, unfortunately. And I consider myself kind of a techie. I'm always been into computers and web stuff and technology. And man, I just totally ignored Bitcoin until 2021. More or less. So I'm dumb dude. Charles Hoskinson, life gets really good when you don't pay to play. Just focus on the work, build amazing things, and be kind to people. Too much cynicism, evil, and a lack of empathy in the world. I'm tired of it. Let's all work on things that are fundamentally good, fun, and give us hope. That's a very nice thing for Charles to say. I like this guy. I mean, it makes me want to buy Cardano whenever I see his post, because I like this guy. He's a nice guy, and he's, like they say, like based. He's not like woke and saying all the stupid stuff. He's a common sense guy. So anyways, that's it for today. Anyone who actually watched this and actually stayed to the end, thank you very much. And have a great day. Enjoy your life. Be happy, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.